I log off Discord after chatting for a bit on it. Little did I know that this would be my last interaction on my own Discord sifter. I open up Discord an hour later to find out that my Discord server has been nuked by someone I considered a friend. Yukimuri, a high-stat bedwars player who was a former staff of the Matrix, a famously skilled guild. I met him when I was going around lobbies asking people to join my guild. He partied me when I was going through these lobbies. I was instantly confused. He had a purple plus, a signal that he was a higher level than 200, which basically means he's like a veteran of hypixel. Why the hell would he possibly want to join my small guild? He can do much better with such a high level. He explained that he preferred smaller guilds because he liked the lack of chat spam, which was a stupid excuse, but I didn't care. I just wanted a high level in our guild, which I thought would make people want to join. I invited him to the guild Discord, where he chatted for a bit, before DMing me and asking me for admin. I was stupid, and I was blinded by my desire to get good players in my guild. I agreed. Now, before I continue any further, let me tell you about the other offender. Lunique. Lunique is an obnoxious 12-year-old. That's just not me speaking either, though, because before he griefed my server, I still considered him obnoxious and annoying. It's not an insult, it's just his genuine personality. I first met him when he requested to join my guild around 7 months ago. He instantly joined my Discord server and demanded an E-Duck role. I gave it to him just because I wanted to keep him as a guild member. I was still desperate, and I did not know many ways to advertise my guild, so I would take anyone that I could get. Back when I recruited Lunique, he had the IGN Critzel Duck, before changing it to many different names, including Smaxy Laxy, Not Bedless Noob, Smaxy Was Taken, and Sir Lunique, before changing it to his current name, Lunique as Bruv. That should give you a gauge of his personality. Around 5 months ago, Lunique faded from my life entirely, and I texted him less and less. Then, for the first time in months, he messaged me. Before Nuke Day, Lunique had to make sure he was ready. The first thing he did was DM me asking if I could add his bot to the Discord. I was skeptical, but I added it anyway, out of curiosity. The bot was useless. It was a moderation bot that seemed to be taken from a template. I thought about it for a bit and was going to keep it until I read its text in its About Me, made by Bot Ghost. I knew it! I knew it was taken from a template. I instantly removed it, just because the only thing it added to the server was sitting there and looking pretty. I didn't want anything to do with Bot Ghost either, because it leaves a bad impression on the people who realize that our custom-coded bot is purely a template. Soon, though, Lunique offered to add another bot. I was reluctant, but he promised it wasn't from a template, so I added it. It kinda just sat in our server for a week until one day when Lunique said in my Discord's general chat that he had saved my Discord server from being nuked. I wondered what it was about, but as a quick precaution, I banned his bot, just in case. I asked Lunique what he meant, and he went on a rant about how he used to be a pro-nuker, working under the deadly nuker Master Sheriana. I got in a VC with an IRL friend and began to laugh my head off. He changed his fucking server nickname to X-Nuker Lunique. And as a joke, I gave him a cosmetic role temporarily called OMG Our Savior. After around half an hour, I decided it was time to call out his BS. I messaged him, "I know you're lying," and removed his role. He responded in the stupidest way possible. He didn't say, "No, I promise, I'm not lying." He said, "At least let me keep my role." I laughed out loud and I told him, hell no. Lunique was mad. The next day, after he was humiliated by everyone, he had his revenge. Big time. It was 12:35 p.m. I had just logged off Discord and I was watching YouTube on my phone. Then, a ridiculous amount of notifications hit my phone. They're all from Discord, and they're all from one particular server. My server. My heart dropped to the pit of my stomach. Lunique had actually managed to unban his bot, and through some horrible turn of events, he actually did have the programming competence to nuke a server, or at least the mental capacity to download a nuking script off the internet. I was confused and upset. That was my Discord server. I had spent months working on it and chatting on it. And why did Lunique grief it? I didn't like him much, but I never told him I didn't like him much. I never argued with him either. Either way, after the shock of it had already took its toll, I decided to get down to business. First, I banned the bot, and then I asked Lunique why he did it. He responded with the most obnoxious response that could be possible by somebody. It was a surprise. I didn't know what he meant, so I asked him more, but he refused to answer me past, "Bro, it was literally a surprise." While talking to him, I received a couple of DMs from a friend and guild officer, OrdinaryPeanuts. He sent me a screenshot of the audit log and I almost threw up. Yukimuri unbanned the custom bot, which eventually led to the downfall of my server. I genuinely thought he was my close friend. I also found out that he banned the majority of the server, which contributed to the grief. I tried to contact him about it, but he blocked me and left all of our mutual servers, making it impossible for me to contact him. After this all happened, I lost a lot of motivation. I barely wanted to open Minecraft, let alone making a whole new Discord server to continue running my guild. I almost left the guild entirely, but in the end I weighed the pros and cons and decided I would regret it later. Now, a couple of weeks later, or a month later, I've been procrastinating this video for a long time, I can say that I'm quite happy and that I decided to keep the guild. My theory of all of this is that Yukimuri tries to do this to many guilds and grief many small guilds. I think this because his main intention always seemed to get admin from me and have some form of control or influence over the server. If I ever check his profile and I see him in some small guild, I'll try my best to warn the owner and hope they listen. Either way, I've tried to DM Yukimuri on multiple occasions, but I've been blocked on my main account. I even tried to contact him on my alt, but he noticed because a friend contacted him earlier on his main and he was a little bit more straightforward and got blocked instantly. If any of you guys can contact Yukimuri and ask him why he did that, please give me screenshots on my Discord server. Link in the description. Anyway, my guild is still up and recruiting if any of you guys want to join, so link in the description, and thanks for watching. Bye.
Well, you want me to say that I'm caught in the days, that I'm stuck in autopilot, but I'm flying away. There's a lot I can say.